Hello students, in the earlier lecture I explained about the male reproductive wall, that is androecium. Now today we will study about the female reproductive wall, that is gynoecium. So this gynoecium is also called as a pistil. The individual member of the gynoecium is called carpels and it is also known as megasporophyll. So if the carpels many and free from each other called apocarpus, and if the carpels many but fuse to each other, then it is called syncarpus flower. So there is a structure of carpel possesses or consists of stigma, style and ovary. Ovary possesses the ovule. So number of ovule in the ovary are varies. If it is a single ovule in the ovary, then it is called as a uniovulate. So best example for this, wheat, then paddy, mango. If the fruit consists of one seed, that is the uniovulate. If the presence of multiple ovule in the ovary, this ovary is called uniovulate. So best example for this, tomatoes, lady's finger, these are the example. It means the presence of many seeds in the fruit is called as a multi-ovulate. So this is the introduction about the carpel. Now this carpel in the diagram we can clearly make out stigma. Stigma shows the tubular structure is at style. At the base we can observe globular part is a ovary which is rest upon the thalamus. This part is a thalamus. Ovary consists of ovules. So here is a more than one ovule. So this type of is a multi-ovulate ovary. So this is the multi-ovulate. So this is the structure of carpel. Now structure of anatropous ovule. So each ovule develop inside the ovary and attached to the placenta by a stalk-like structure is called funicle. And this funicle attached to the main body part of ovule is called hilum. So there is a anatropous ovule is a most common type of ovule in the angiospermic plant, in which micropyle directed downward direction and it is present adjacent to the funicle. So this is the characteristics or identification characters of the anatropous ovule. Now there is a presence of parenchymatous tissue in the ovary at the center, which is called as a nucellus, and this nucellus gets covered by the integument is known as a outer integument or inner integument. So this covered by these two layer, that is called as a integument. Okay, now this is the again structure of multi-ovulate. So pea seed plant. Now there is a presence of small opening at the apex is called as a micropyle, and exactly opposite to the micropyle presence of chalaza at the base. Okay, embryo sac, which is nothing but the female gametophyte, present or embedded in the nucellus of ovule. So this is the structure of anatropous ovule. So this small curved part is a ovary. This ovary produces the stalk-like structure is called as a funicle. This attachment of funicle and the ovary is called as a placenta. This funicle attached to the main body part of ovule called as a hilum. Now there is a presence of parenchymatous tissue at the center of ovule is called as a nucellus, and the nucellus gets covered by the two layer outer and inner integument. Nucellus possesses or embedded the embryo sac. So this part is a embryo sac. Embryo sac is also called as a female gametophyte. Okay. Now there is a presence of small opening at the apex is called as a micropyle. So exactly opposite to the micropyle is a chalaza at the base. So this is the structure of anatropous ovule. Now megasporogenesis. What is that? It is the process of formation of tetrad haploid megaspore from the megaspore mother cells. So this megaspore mother cells present inside the nucellus, which is distinguished in the nucellus. So as I told you that parenchymatous tissue is present in the nucellus. Beneath the nucellus presence of a special type of a cell is called as a megaspore mother cell, which is distinguished in the nucellus. Okay, and which is present near about or more or less towards the micropylar end. So this is the megasporogenesis. What is that megasporogenesis? Formation of tetrad haploid megaspore. Now development of female gametophyte. So megaspore mother cell undergoes the meiosis to produce 4 haploid or tetrad haploid megaspore, which arranged linearly, and the first 3 megaspore degenerate or abort, and the lowest one, which is present near the or center of the nucellus, is a functional one. So this functional megaspore is the first cell of the female gametophyte. So this functional megaspore undergoes the 3 successive freely nucleated mitotic division. So due to 3 mitotic division, it produces the total 8 nuclei, and out of these 4 of which located at each pole. The one nuclei from the each pole migrates at the center, which is called as a polar nuclei. So both the poles releases one nuclei and migrates at the center of embryo site. There it gets fused and form the polar nuclei. So there is a presence of 3 nuclei at the micropylar end and 3 nuclei at the chalazal end. So 3 nuclei which is present at the micropylar end, there is a presence of egg apparatus at the center and 2 supportive haploid synergids present on the either side of the egg apparatus. So this egg apparatus present at the center and the haploid synergids present at the either side of the egg apparatus. So here is a egg apparatus gets developed or converts into the egg cell. So it becomes a large big or large center of cell which is called as a egg cell, and that egg cell gets covered by or supported by the synergid cell. See, this synergid cell possesses the small head-like projections called as a filiform apparatus. So this filiform apparatus perform the function or guide pollen grains to the egg cell, towards the egg cell. So in this kind of a ways, this filiform apparatus performs the function in the ovule. So this is the 3 nuclei gets converts into the 3 cell at the micropylar end. Now at the chalazal end, presence of the 3 group of cell is called as a antipodal cell. As I told you that at the center of the embryo sac, presence of what is that? 2 nucleated polar cell. So these 2 nuclei of the polar cell gets fused and form diploid secondary nucleus, or we can also say that definitive nucleus. So here is a two types of important nucleus we observe. One is a egg cell, which is again a haploid egg cell, and here is a secondary nucleus, which is a diploid one. So secondary nucleus diploid and egg cell is a haploid in the embryo sac. So entire embryo sac gets formed by a functional megaspore. So here is only the one megaspore is a functional, so that's why it is called as a monosporic development. So it is described as a monosporic development of embryo sac. This embryo sac develop inside the megaspore or within the megaspore. So that's why it is called as a endosporic. Okay, endosporous, this embryo sac. Now here is a, we can say that female gametophyte or embryo sac is a endosporous, colorless and embedded or present inside the ovule. So this is the structure of embryo sac. As I told you that three group of cell at the micropylar end. This is the micropylar end. This is the chalazal end. Three group of cell at the chalazal end. At the center of this, presence of egg cell, which gets supported by the synergid cell. So all these three are the haploid. These two haploid synergids, and egg cell is also the haploid one. Now this group of cell is called as a antipodal cell. Okay. Now this one is a polar nuclei. This polar nuclei is called as a secondary nucleus. Now here we will see, so this diagram shows the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carpels. Again I want to show that the gynoecium part consists of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carpels. Now this is the chart of development of female gametophyte. So this one is a megaspore mother cell, undergoes the meiosis, produce 4 haploid megaspore. First 3 degenerate or abort. So slowly it gets degenerate. And the lowest one is a functional. Okay. Now why it gets degenerate? Because these functional megaspore need the food. So these first 3 gives the nourishment to the megaspore, lowest megaspore. Now this megaspore, functional megaspore, undergoes the 3 mitotic division. In the first mitosis, nucleus divides into the 2 nuclei, single nucleus divides into the 2 nuclei, 2 nuclei divides into the 4 nuclei in the second mitosis. In the third mitosis, 4 nuclei divides into the 8 nuclei. Here, these 8 nuclei, out of these 8 nuclei, 4 nuclei present at each pole, and one nucleus starts to migrate from each pole and migrate towards the center. So here they get unite. Here it gets unite or fused and form secondary nucleus. Here these 3 nuclei form in a cell condition, center presence of egg cell, and these 2 are the supportive synergid cell, and these 3 are the antipodal cell. So this is the development of female gametophyte, that is a embryo sac. So here I completed the explanation of female reproductive wall. Okay, in the next lecture I will explain about the pollination. This is all about the female reproductive wall. Thank you.